Hey guys, thanks for checking out Don of All Trades. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a sign build. Okay, I got asked to do a live, laugh, love sign. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to engrave them. I like to use repurposed wood. So, without further ado, let's get going and check it out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to narrate a lot of this video here to give you an explanation of what's going on. So I like to start out with a nice clean piece of wood. This is some old deck wood that I found on the side of the road. So what I'm doing is I'm milling it down to get the paint off, to get it straight. And so that's what I'm doing here. This is probably one of the most handiest tools that I have, and I really love working with. It's just a planer, however you want to say it. So I already measured where I wanted the words to go. So this is just a black primer. And I just cover it very lightly to give it the outline. And that way, when I start to engrave, as you can see, after it dries, it'll be clear as to All right, so I'm going to let that dry for a minute.
Engraving. I know this is a weird angle right here, but I wanted to keep it right side up. So I just basically flipped the video around. So here I'm adjusting the height of the router bit. It's just a V tapered router bit. I believe it's a 60-degree V. So I'm adjusting the height. I don't want to go too deep. I don't want it too shallow, because when I sand the top down, I still want it to be engraved, of course. So basically all I'm doing right here is I'm just going on the inner portion of the words. I could do the outside, but I decided to do the inside on this one. I think that's a little cleaner this way. And sometimes it leaves some high spots, as you can see, but I'll go over that there and knock them down. I sped this up for time's sake, and you don't have to obviously go this fast. In fact, if you're going to try this at home, I suggest you just go real nice and slow. That way your lines are nice and straight, they're not curvy and wurvy and all that other stuff. And so I don't really need to do this part of it. I don't need to do a resanding, but I did anyways. I wanted to see what it would look like. And then after this, I'm going just over the high spots. Just doing a couple touch-ups. And of course, and always, eyes and ear protection is key. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm going over with a hard bristle brush. I'm knocking over loose pieces. I'm making sure that everything that I went over is gonna get removed. So I'm coming over here with the speed sander, or however you want to call it. I'm really not quite sure what you call it, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rustic look. So I'm knocking down the edges. It gives it a pretty cool
rustic look, and you'll see it when it's done. And you can leave it rough like that, or you can sand it smooth to get rid of the edge, you know, the sanding marks and things like that. It's all up to you. It's all in your preference. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that all part of the cracks in here are covered. Like I said, all I'm using here is just a black primer paint. I don't want to use a gloss. I don't want to use any type of finishing paint, because depending on how you finish it, you can gum up your sanding paper, you can gum up your blades and things like that. So I just use the primer. It's just a lot simpler and cleaner for me. Okay, so probably at one of the most important parts of this video, I forgot to hit record. No! So right during this time, I was gonna run it through the planer, get rid of all the overcoating of the paint, which leaves what you see right there. So to do the finishing touches, I do a light coat of shellac. Brings out the grain in the wood. As you can see, it shines it up. After it dries, I'm going to go over with a 220 grit sandpaper. Just knock off a couple more high spots. Let that dry. Well, dry before I sand it. And one last time, one last coat of shellac. I really love the spray stuff. It works really nice. Dries fast. And that is the end product. I tried to get Morgan Freeman to do the narration on this part of the video, but you know, he said he was kind of too busy. Not quite sure why. Hey guys, thanks for checking on this week's video. Please like, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more content from me. This is Don of All Trades. I will see you guys next week.